My mic was connected to my shirt, but it looked like you could see it. And I don't feel like getting roasted from my brother and his whole crew. So we're gonna hold our mic. Is this better, guys? This video is for anyone. If you want to determine whether or not a relationship is healthy for you, this one's for you, babes. It doesn't have to be just for the girlies. It could be for the girlies and the guys, because it's basic knowledge. That's what's so beautiful and important about this topic. Before we jump into it, I want to quick introduce myself. Hi, my name is Christiane. Listen with Kiki is what this channel is called. I am holding my mic and y'all are gonna have to deal with it because I want to, and I know damn well I'm going to hear myself when I extract this audio, so deal with it. Welcome to Listening with Kiki, where we think deeper, live higher, and love harder. This is your safe space for divine insight, real talk, life-changing perspective. Every video is here to shift your thinking, strengthen your spirit, and give you tools to transform your life inside out. So take a deep breath. Settle in and let's grow together with intention, power, and divine thinking. All right. Hello. Let's get into it, you guys. If you're new here, what's up? Welcome. So I could go on and on forever about this topic. I want to talk about the quiet signs that a connection isn't as healthy as it should be, and what real safe love should look like. As a victim of like a million relationships, I can determine whether or not the love is safe, whether or not it's going to... Hold on, I almost fell. I think I need a new chair for my little setup. I think I need a whole new setup too. Okay. I can determine whether or not a love is safe or not, and whether or not it's going to help me grow, whether or not it's healthy, whether it's going to be the best for my future. Because essentially, relationships, they're not just a part of your life, they're an investment. You're investing your time, you're investing your energy into something and someone else. So if it's a bad investment, it's going to be a liability. If your relationship is going to harm you, take away your energy, is not feeding you, that's a liability. This is for the girls and the guys. I know mainly a lot of my videos is for the girlies, but this could be for anyone because healthy love is a universal experience that everyone deserves. So this video is for you if you ever felt drained after a fight, unheard when you speak, or like love is more exhausting than it should be. If you wondered whether or not your connection is truly safe and nurturing, or if something just feels off, then this is for you. So let's jump right into it. Hello. I love you guys. I kind of missed holding the mic. It gives me like a sense of like security, like, and if I'm not doing this, I'm just speaking with my hands, so maybe it helps me focus a little bit. So okay, so let's cover the basics. A healthy relationship should feel like a safe space and not a battlefield. Okay, you should feel like you can bring anything to the table without feeling mocked, dismissed, or attacked. So if you feel like you already have to walk on eggshells, there should be a mutual understanding that not every relationship is going to show up as a perfect picture. There's going to be past, there's going to be issues that pop up. There's not one perfect person in this world, nor is there a perfect relationship. So if you're jumping into that relationship and it's already like you're being mocked, dismissed, attacked over something that you bring to the table, okay, then they're not there for you in the long run. They shouldn't view it as this is going to affect how I treat this character, how I treat this person, my partner, essentially. Your relationship should be viewed as literal glass that is not to be broken, even if that means there's going to be dusty little dust mites in the glass. I don't know what that means, but essentially it means whatever you bring to the table, they are to accept it no matter how bad it is. No matter how bad it is. Okay? Unless it's literally a character flaw. Like you're a drug addict or you're a gamble addict. No judge, but that's a character flaw. I'm sorry to those watching. Honestly, if you're watching, you're none of those, because you wouldn't even watch this video. Anyway, moving on. Soft love is not weakness, it's maturity. Okay? Soft love means patience, listening, and gentleness, especially during a conflict. It doesn't mean avoiding topics, it means handling them without emotional harm. I just can't imagine a love that isn't patient, that isn't soft, that isn't kind. Because I came to a point in my life where I try to give that to myself. Why am I having a partner that doesn't give me that? That's self-harm. Hello? Why are you giving me less than what I give myself? So maybe there just has to be some inner work done with you, because you would not be accepting that type of love if you knew you didn't deserve it. So, hello, you are worth so much more than a harsh love, a love that's not feeding you. And that is soft love. You're worth the soft love. So give yourself that soft love. Don't accept anything less. And don't let anyone or anything tell you that soft love doesn't exist. Soft love is fought for. And soft love is deserving of people who aren't this way or this way or this way. You deserve soft love. I don't care how much trauma you have connected to you. I don't care how much you don't think you're worth it. Everyone is worth soft love. You should be looking into the communication pattern, because that shows you the future with your partner. So if from the start you can't express your needs without it starting a fight, that's just how we are. Don't let them say that. Don't let them say that's just how I am. Take me as I am. That's a sign of incompatibility and emotional unavailability, and essentially emotional immaturity. That they're immature. They're immature to adjust. They're immature of thinking that it's irreversible. They're immature of thinking that there's nothing much more they could do, or that it's non-existent. It's emotional unavailability and emotional immaturity. Walk away. That's already not for you. Why are we in a relationship that is emotionally unavailable? Hello, what are we doing? Don't you want to feel secure with your partner? Well, you're not going to feel that way with emotional unavailability. There's just no possible way. So, communication. Pay attention to these communication patterns, because that is what tells on people right away. Because not everybody is taught that. Not everybody learns that. And then you fall into potential of things will change. It's just so crazy, because incompatibility is looked over and it's looked at as it's just a rocky road. Babe, we're not driving in the mountains. We're trying to get a relationship in our life. What are you talking about? Why is this a rocky road? Why are we rocky roading in the beginning of the relationship? We either straighten up or we're done. And that's that. It should be that easy. I'm sorry. It should not. Don't tie yourself to that person. Because in the long run, you're going to regret it. So if you feel like you can't communicate, boom, goodbye. We are incompatible. Duh. They don't want to understand you. Fuck it. Leave them alone. Let them understand that what they were trying to bring to your table, it wasn't enough, and it won't be enough, because that's not what you're accepting. Can't communicate, bye-bye. Oof. We've all been through trauma, okay? Whether that's childhood trauma, friend trauma, relationship trauma, whatever it is, trauma. We've all been through it. We all have it, okay? It doesn't have to define you. Yeah, okay, everyone has trauma. We're all growing from it. There may be things that trigger it. But, babe, trauma should not be a deal breaker for love. Literally, everyone carries wounds. But a healthy partner is willing to support, understand, and navigate with you. So if someone is telling you that your past is too much for them to handle, that's a red flag. Love should challenge and grow you. It should not shut you down. All right, babe. I also am a firm believer that if you are dealing with trauma or wounds that you feel you're not ready to face in a relationship, that is also a personal, emotional, and spiritual issue that you may have to just deal with before you get into a relationship. Because yes, there will be people that will not be able to handle it. There will be people that will be able to handle it. But it is up to you to carry your own weight. It is up to you to heal those traumas and heal those wounds, because there's only so much that your partner can do. So if there is a scenario where it's becoming a habit or it's becoming something that just keeps coming up, then it may be an issue that you have to look more inward. Side note. Okay, there is also some inner work that may have to happen. That's okay. That's why we're here. I will help you with that inner work. I will help you heal that trauma. I will help you heal that wound that you bring. It is what it is. Who cares? We all have trauma. We all have wounds. It's not something to be embarrassed about. I'm accepting you as you are. I love you for as you are. So it is what it is. Who cares? We're here to grow. We're here to live with passion and live with integrity and honor. That's it. Moving on. Love without emotional safety is just attachment. Who said that? That was weird. No, seriously. Love without emotional safety is just attachment. Shoot me. Lock me up. It's true. You can have chemistry, attraction, and even affection, but if it's not emotionally safe, it's unavailable. It's unstable. Safety is what lets you grow, not just survive. Whew! Shout out to my man. I just... anything I could bring up to him, I feel so safe bringing anything up. I feel so not judged. And I just feel like I have grown so much. I know the right one for you will take you as you are, will not make you feel unaccepted. Everyone eventually goes through the first big fight, and that is what then reveals so much more than you think. How someone, and even both of you, handle the conflict often sets the tone for the rest of the relationship. So if the first flight is explosive, dismissive, or disrespectful, that's a preview, not an exception. So really do pay attention to that. Pay attention to that first fight. How did it go? Both parties has to take accountability. Were you both understanding? Was it approached with soft love? Was it approached with an open mind? You really should pay attention to that, because that tells you so much more about the character, about who you're going to be dealing with, and the relationship's tone. Okay? Let's move on. You shouldn't feel drained after every interaction. Love should literally recharge you more than it depletes you. So consistent emotional exhaustion is a sign the relationship is demanding more than it is giving. And that's that. I kept it pretty short. So let's remember, love should feel safe, soft, and supportive, not exhausting and unbearable. Pay attention to how your heart and your mind feel in a relationship. We are never settling for less than a space where you can truly be yourself. If this resonated with you, take it with you and let it guide you the way you love and receive love. I feel like I have to meditate after that one. That one really got me fired up. That topic will always have me fired up. Something about it. It's just where I know the most and I have so much knowledge and insight about. It really fires me up. Okay? And it fires me up to see people not get what they deserve. It fires me up to know that I was once that woman that was not getting what she deserved. So here's to never settling. I love you guys so damn much. Thank you for supporting. Hello. Y'all are what keeps me going. So let's remember, move intentionally, love authentically, and act with integrity, because that's how you build a life that truly matters.